Danny, do you ever feel like you should have forwarded those chain messages?
Every single day, dude.
Like the send this to as many people that you know
didn't
that
send
breathe
it?
air, or you'll have bad luck forever.
You didn't send
I
it?
never send anything. I don't remember if I've gone under a ladder or if I stepped on a crack.
Okay.
Or
Have you sent at least the WhatsApp chain?
I don't even have WhatsApp on my phone. So it's just like I feel like
You have missed out on so many blessings, bro.
I think I've needed those blessings because genuinely, like, so much bad shit has been happening to me, and
Like really bad stuff.
it's not
You're
like
supposed to say yes, like really terrible
the
stuff.
worst, bro. It's
There
just
you
like
go.
like the no way.
It's just low.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like every time that you feel like you're like, oh, come on, God, cut me some slack, let me have a win. I need this.
It reminded me of that meme where it's like, oh God, how could this get any worse? And it's like God shows up and says it's pronounced Jod, and then he leaves. Sorry, to the boo.
Like a GIF meme reference into that.
Yeah, the gift.
Yeah,
GIF.
yeah. Here's a beer.
Thank you. I was gonna say this was why my week hadn't started good because you weren't offering me a beer.
Yeah. Well, the thing it started like I never try to be a fucking Karen.
Okay.
But it's just we've come across so many things back to back to back. The first one that started, I got scammed on like one of the e-market seller things.
Right.
And then whenever I was like, yo, USPS called me and they're all like, they changed the address so it never arrived to you. And when I went to complain, they're like, oh, well, it says deliver, so we can't give you your money back.
What the fuck?
So I was stuck with credit. So I was like, it's whatever. I ended up buying another lens filter there. And I actually got it, so we're good there. So that had a happy ending. But at the end of the day, I didn't get exactly what I wanted.
Right. You got all your money back, at least value-wise, in credit.
Yeah.
In credit. Okay.
Yeah. So I unfortunately, I was like, well, I'll buy an alternative. And I wasn't even able to get what I wanted. So I just went for like the third place, whatever made me happy. At that point, I just wanted to get my money out of there and get the fuck out.
Get out.
And then later on, we've been having beef with the mailman at work, which sounds freaking ridiculous, but it's just like we whenever we moved into this new building, like we take down like maybe like 8 totes of mail, like giant totes of mails, So we have to like communicate with them, like, yo, we're sending out a lot of policies. I need to know when you're here, because if I'm coming down freaking 17 floors, I want to make sure you're there.
Right.
So he had given us his number. We every time we come by, he'll be like, oh, he'll talk to my buddy James. He'll be like, oh, how's your kid? He'll be like, Oscar, what you doing? You taking more pictures? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Acting like we're fucking buddies,
Is he subscribed? Do you think he's watching?
No, he's not. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Yeah, forget that guy.
And then later on, like, I took a Friday off. And then I come back, and then James like, dude, we got fucking problems. He's like, he texted him, and then the guy replied, he's like, I will no longer be taking texts to my personal phone number, blah blah. Which is like, normally I understand, but the thing is, he was all like, on my days off, you have to find another carrier, blah blah. And then to me, I'm just like, when's my day off, bro? Like, if I don't talk to you, how are you gonna know?
Right.
Am I supposed to just guess? Am I supposed to go down there, find out that you're not there, then have to come back up, call your boss, and then rearrange everything again? So, at that point, we're still cool. It's whatever. But then this motherfucker goes and he tells his boss that we were blowing up his phone, and it's just like, yo, I'm like, why lie? Like, we have the messages. No one fucking blowing up your phone, and it's just like, so fuck that guy. And at the end of the day...
So, wait, so this is like, is this like USPS or...
USPS.
Or USPS. So it's just USPS employee who just doesn't want to cooperate or something?
It's just the thing, you have to schedule pickups.
Okay.
But since ours is like guaranteed that they're making shit ton of money, we send out so much stuff that they're like, just be there the days we request you to be there. And, that's the way we had set it up. And then eventually, like we talked to the boss, like we want to fucking talk directly to him. We just talk directly to you. As long as they're there every fucking Tuesday and Thursday now, we don't have to talk to anybody. But that was very irritating. And it's just like, God damn it, man. And then James changed job positions now, so I'm all alone now. And it's just like everything just happening all at once.
And then I heard you got locked out.
This one's your personal doing. So this is the studio room. Behind this wall is my bedroom. Okay, Danny has the bad habit of whenever he leaves places, he locks the door.
That should be a guru pit because I think that's a good habit.
Oh yeah, ask your mom if she thinks it's a good habit.
She's never gotten robbed.
Apparently, he just locked her out of it too.
2 days ago.
Yo, this beer is freaking good.
Yeah, it has a
what?
Like an oily taste to it, like motor oil. No, I'm just playing. No, it has that.
Well, this is a double bock, and it's called Devastator. I thought that was such a cool name. That's the reason I got it.
Is that goat like coming from another dimension or something?
I don't know, but it looks like it's running through like big cities.
Yeah. I think that's what London, and this is supposed to be. I think this is Great Britain. This is London. I would know. I was there. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna say, no, it's a good habit because I'm telling you, I probably. So I have only locked her out like once or twice, but almost locked her out like 20 plus times.
Okay, look,
it's her fault though. She follows me.
How is it a good thing though? Like, you're not in your house here, but you're just so comfortable that you just lock the door.
No, it's because when I open the door,
yeah,
my habit is as I go out, I just go shook and I leave. Right.
Yeah.
Now normally I only do it in my house.
Yeah,
it's the only place I do it.
That's where you.
So at my house, if I'm going outside, normally it's because I'm leaving. I've locked myself out like 3 or 4 times. Most of the time, someone's inside, so I just knock and they open the door.
Gotcha.
But like 1 to 2 times, I have to wait. But here, last time we had some 9% beer, dude. I thought I was in my house. You say this is my house when like when they say it's tu casa. So I took it literally and I locked it.
Look, I get it, but I'm not gonna go ahead as far as to say that it's a good thing. Because it's triggering to me because I got locked out of my car the other day.
But that
was just yesterday. Yesterday.
Wait, that was before or after?
It was after.
Okay, then the car should trigger what I did to you.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around.
Yo, I was getting ready to go to do a car shoot. Like obviously, like that's what I've been doing on the weekends. This time it was going to be in a new spot. It was going to be in Katy. I was like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to have fun.
You told me about it.
Have a great time.
Or Sunday.
Yeah. So I wake up, I go to my car, I open the door, I'm able to get in. And then when I go to turn it on, it just goes. Choo. So for those of you who don't know anything about cars, it's usually the battery or the alternator. Okay? So I, being like, I guess we got to figure this shit out. I have to figure out a way to take out the battery.
Okay.
So luckily, I'm so blessed that, whenever I start working on my car, my dad always happens to come out and help. So he helped me out. He drove me to AutoZone.
To be fair, mine comes out too, but he yells at me. So.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. So whenever we get to AutoZone, they're like, this thing is dead. So we can't even check the voltage. So we have to wait like 2 hours for them to charge it, and then we'll find out. So in the meantime, we go get breakfast, and then we come back.
Wait, doesn't have that info like on the tag or anything like that? Like they have to like test it from the battery straight?
They have to test it from the battery to make sure that it's alive.
Okay.
And then whenever we get back, they're like, "Oh, this thing smells like eggs. It's dead."
Oh, you were hoping that it was just without battery, but still functional.
Yeah, sometimes the running lights on the Bronco stay on. Right. So I was like, maybe it just drained it.
Right. Got you.
And batteries on new cars are expensive.
Really?
Yeah. Guess how much?
I mean, I remember that was not the new car anymore. It was like, I don't know, $100.
See, like before, I remember paying like $140.
Yeah.
This one was almost $300.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's fucking stupid. I was so mad. I missed the car show. I have the picture. I posted a picture of I had put my camera on the passenger seat. So so what happened was I got in the fight with the Ford people because whenever it started not turning on, I'm like, oh, this is perfect because the app reads everything that's going on.
Okay.
So I open the app. I try to turn it on to see if it'll give me like an alert, and it just fucking shuts down everything and puts the car in hibernation mode. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna jump cables, all right? So I go outside to go put the cables onto the car, and the car locks me out and goes into hibernation mode. So now even if the battery gets put back on, it will not turn on, or I cannot get in because the keys are in the car, and I'm locked outside. So after the entire morning of my dad having to drive me around everywhere. He has to drive me to somewhere to go buy a freaking the locksmith's. Yeah, one of those the kits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I managed to break into my car.
Did you learn anything new?
About what?
Like skills, like experience.
No, so
sometimes when shit like that happens, you're like, at least I learned this one thing.
Dude, I was fighting with the people because I was all like, they're all like, oh well, it shows that the voltage is good, the blah blah blah, and I'm all like, first of all, that doesn't make any fucking sense because I'm like, over here we know for a fact it's dead, and then we were talking about, they're like, oh, we have to direct you to roadside assistance, and I'm like, well, how much is that gonna be? Because they locked me out.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, well, they were just like making excuses. I'm like, no, the fucking app was stupid. It shouldn't have locked me out. It should ask you for permission to lock you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just bad. That's what I was saying. I was like, I need a fucking limpia. I need somebody to pray for me. I need
Wait, I got you. Here you go.
When'd you pick this up?
We were talking about before the podcast that you wanted to talk about. I went and I grabbed it.
Oh, okay, I told you I had a lot of bad luck.
Yeah, I went and I grabbed it. I was ready for the joke.
Thank you. I needed my crystal. Yeah. That's what it was.
It's because we don't have them on the table anymore.
Oh, that's what you think? I forget to carry my crystals with me all the time.
No, this bad weeks happen, Oscar. So when the good weeks come out, they feel even better.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good weeks are taking forever to get here.
They gotta feel even better.
Yeah, but I did have 2 photo shoots over the weekend.
You did?
Yeah, I took a picture of one of the bands that's opening for my show.
We told them, right? They know about it.
Yes, September 29th.
You're in Houston, or you want to come down to Houston, September 29th. Oscar with Mucho Serrucho, Grupo Serrucho, and a lot of the other friends who have been here on the podcast.
Yep.
They're gonna throw a show, and then so you can come see them sing. And then just enjoy the celebration because it's his birthday. So.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a good fun week. I'm really excited for that. That's the biggest thing. Yesterday, after everything that happened, me and Adrian had rehearsal and they went really good.
Oh, yeah, and if you want to go, let us know in the comments. We'll give you the info.
Yeah, I'll give you free tickets.
Free tickets. Yeah, free tickets.
The show is free. Anybody can show up.
Yeah, but just let us know and we'll give you the info where it is. That way.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking of, what did you just say? Man, I was going to jump into the other topic, but we just took a sip of this Devastator. What do you feel like giving it?
I think it's a little weird. I think what you're tasting is like a honey taste.
I think so. I was exaggerating with the oil part, but there was an element of like bitterness in it.
Yeah.
That is obviously different than just a regular bitterness in the beer.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I'll give it a 3.5. 3.5.
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a devastation. It's not terrible. I mean, like you said, the box is cool. The can is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
they're not all 5s, you know?
Yeah. Which, I mean, some people might prefer this over other better stuff.
Yeah. And it's a double buck.
Buck.
You can get it at your local specs.
Ahí está. But you were saying you took some photos of one of the groups, one of the bands.
Yeah. One of the bands, they go by Overtone. Which I need to have them on the podcast because we have beef.
Yeah.
Because I go by Overt. My name is Oscar V. Overt just made sense.
Right.
So, what's their excuse? Why do they want to jock my style?
I think if they
and then they have the nerve to ask me to take photos of them.
I think that alone should give you like 1 point over them.
Yeah. Do you want to show my favorite one?
Let's do it.
It's on the Google Drive. I sent them the files through the Google Drive.
Through Google Drive.
Yeah,
Sponsored by the Unqualified Gurus.
Yeah, we got the Oscar stuff top. Yeah. So
damn.
So this one right here is actually my favorite one. It looks better on my computer screen than this screen that we have right here.
Well, it looks even better on this one than that one.
Yeah.
But they get the actual image, so don't worry about it. They get to see your masterpiece.
I just gotta defend myself.
They're actually seeing the file. You know, we get to see from this 10-year-old TV. So
yeah. So I like that one a lot. I thought that was the winner. If I was in a band, then
so the left guy, is that their bodyguard? Nah,
that's Rolando. I went to school with him and the one on the right. We were all from the same class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had never met the guy in the middle. His name was Pete. We had a great time. They were really easy to get along with. I don't hardly ever photograph people, so I'm really glad that we had like a good back and forth. So it was really fun, and I ended up having a great time with them.
And then they'll be on the show too, so
yeah,
makes it easier.
And then I had a photo shoot with your novia.
With my novia?
Your chica.
Órale.
Yeah, Danny. I guess we can we can get into our.
We didn't take 2 photos
for Realsies or for Face.
I don't recall doing 2 photos.
Yeah.
Why is there 2 photos there?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into our next topic for Realsies or for Fakesies. Here's where we debate if something online is real or fake.
The people deserve to know the truth.
And we are truth seekers.
That's correct. You're holding the stone of truth. Where?
Here.
That's why you're getting bad luck.
Yeah.
You let go.
All right.
He grabs it.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, from the photo shoot that we were having, because Stacy just graduated. Congratulations to her. She just got her master's, right?
She got her master's.
Yeah. Damn, what a freaking couple of nerds.
Couple of nerds.
Whatever. A great example to set, for everybody out there, Bunch of winners. Okay, I got you.
Thank you, Cosimo. Yeah. He took amazing photos, by the way. Everybody's been praising the photos. I think it's because they're photos of her, but he did a great job.
No, it's
both.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
It's
well, synergy makes sense, but it's a collaborative work. That's what I was thinking of, But yeah, so here we have 2 images, Danny.
1 or 2, pick a number.
Let's go with 2.
Okay, so one of these is fake.
Yeah.
One of these is real. We're gonna go with number 2.
Okay.
It's like those games you used to play in middle school. It's like spot the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here we are outside of the Lamar University campus.
That's correct.
And Danny, so why do we think that this is real or fake?
I mean, this seems like as real as it gets.
Yeah, right. It doesn't look like there's any AI is being used here or anything, right?
No, I mean my nose seems a little bit bigger than usual. But
yeah, that is definitely what I did.
Wait, you did something?
All right, show us the other one. Let's see.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see the alternate.
Let's see. Remember, this is just look at this. We'll show you the next one, and then you have to think which one of these 2 is real.
The real one.
Why is he laughing? I don't get it.
Your nose is smaller on the second one.
Oh, I see it. She's just changing angle from her head, left to right.
Yeah. So Stacy was wearing tall shoes.
She was wearing tall shoes.
Yeah, so it made Danny look even shorter.
Shorter?
They're about the same height.
Yeah, we are the same height, I think. I might be like a layer.
That layer being the hat.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like super tiny layer.
Yeah, we made jokes and they stand back to back, and it is true.
Just
Danny just like a tad bit,
just enough to claim dominance.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but not that day.
Not that day.
So, in case you guys haven't already come to your conclusions, this is the real photo.
This is a real photo.
I just thought it was really funny on the spot, and we were making jokes, and then Danny decided to stand on his tippy toes. But it looked natural, and I'm just so glad Stacy just went with it.
Yeah, she didn't even change smile or anything. Just
yeah. I hope you didn't know that.
This is how it would be.
Images we're gonna use to bully you.
Oh, and that's okay. I'm used to it. This is how it would be if I had my 3 feet surgery.
Oh, 3 feet, Jesus Christ.
No, 3 inches. My bad. My bad. That's Luffy's job. No, 3 inches.
Yeah. So I mean, have you considered reconsidering it?
No, because then we wouldn't have a joke, and I'm here for the jokes.
Oh damn! Look at you deciding to stay a short king. For the sake of
jokes.
The
sake of humanity.
Damn, let's go. And people say
that I'm selfish. Wait, who says that?
Oh, well,
no, what were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say that you suck.
Oh.
But you're clearly a selfless king.
Selfless short king.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You beat me to it.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. So Danny, I was thinking of what the hell were we gonna talk about today?
Before we talk about anything crazy, because you told me crazy shit happened this week. I was oblivious. I had a busy week.
Yeah.
I had nothing to say. I think, other than the photo shoot here. But I was gonna say, dude, you know how I'm like the most awesome dude because I wear the most awesome hats. I found another cool hat, a really cool hat.
Did you see someone else wearing it?
Yes.
So they are technically the coolest.
Yes,
person.
they're cooler.
Damn.
But they're fictional, so it's okay.
Is this from an anime?
It's from something you watch on the
Please
screen.
don't let it be One Piece.
So which one do you think I'm talking about?
It's got to be something ridiculous. One Piece characters look so... Is it the feather guy?
The feather guy?
One that has like a flamingo around himself? They super... Well, it's showing...
The one with the sword. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, you're talking about Zoro.
No, I'm talking about Mihawk.
Oh, Mihawk.
Which flamingo guy are you talking about?
He's one of the bad guys.
There's a flamingo guy? Look at that hat, bro.
You have always wanted a hat like that, but you weren't willing to pay the $300.
Bro, that's expensive. Look at that hat, bro. I told Stacy, I said, if I find one, I'm getting it.
Well, we found one at the Renaissance.
No, that one was the Cavalier, which had the side, he had it like folded. This is completely flat.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Yeah.
But
they're both cool.
I mean, yeah, but
no, this hat is really cool.
You're talking like an old man.
Why?
This cat.
No,
we always say that like people who wear those kind of hats are usually like 50-year-old like black retired men. You know,
sure.
And you're over here calling guys cats now. Damn.
Well, I know.
You're feeling the part.
No,
it's
just
like,
my Spanish came in.
Have you taken the hat off? Like maybe it's like drilling into your brain.
It like I tried and the hair started pulling out. No, but that hat's really cool. You think I should get one? That? I couldn't find one because the type of hat that he has. I looked it up. It's the hat without the feather.
Yeah.
The feather is like a custom thing. Yeah. So you would have to get it custom. I don't know where am I gonna get a custom hat like that.
We can find you a feather. That's all we need to do.
Yeah, but it has to be a good feather that would.
Don't worry
last.
about that. We look, get the hat and then we'll worry about the feather.
Está bueno. We'll have to do that.
How much was the hat?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be like. Well, I mean, you can get one that's like fake leather. I don't know what the material is supposed to be.
Yeah,
of the original
you gotta
hats.
be able to deal with like those sea water, you know. And just gotta be.
That was a cool scene.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, it's got to be like over $200, right?
I think so. If you want a good one, if you want the one that looks good, yeah.
Would you grow your mustache like Mihawk?
I don't think mine grows as steep, unfortunately.
No, damn.
They always like little gaps on the side right here.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. I can use some kind of.
Well, you can just draw it every day.
The marker, yeah.
Yeah.
Or get a surgery.
A hair implant.
Hair implant.
Is that a thing?
I don't know, but if they're doing feet, I can definitely do hair. No,
they're doing feet. They're already putting hair on people's heads, so I don't see why a beard implant wouldn't be a thing. Let's see. No, there is a hair implant, but beards.
Well, sure, but
it's because it's different. The hair implants aren't super popular.
It's a procedure which restores hair to areas where facial hair growth is thin or missing.
Put images. Let's see how good it looks. Dude, we're about to go get full-grown beards, bro.
Let's see. Pick one. I guess this guy.
Okay.
It's a little more steep.
Yeah, if they filled the gaps in. Damn.
So now you can get taller and you can grow facial hair.
It's our time, bro.
It's our time. The future is here. Jesus.
You want to go and get you some depressing
Let's get some. Look, I have a non-depressive topic, so we'll throw that in the middle, so they're not depressed. Okay, right? So we'll lighten up the middle.
Yeah. So.
¿Qué pasó? Dime.
So everything online has like when we were talking about what the hell were we going to talk about today. When I was looking back at everything that has broken throughout the week. This has been a bunch of sad shit.
Really?
Yeah. So if you want to go to the folder, I made us a Google Doc. So that way we can just pull
even
it
the documents call and title. That's so sad.
Yeah, I didn't even bother telling it. Okay.
Wait, the first one?
Yeah, well, two of them are sad. One of them is just like I think maybe like our group hit or depending. Okay. I doubt we're gonna disagree, but we'll get into it.
I'll disagree just for the sake. The first one then?
I don't think you will.
The first one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of well, it's just you don't really stay online, so you probably haven't heard about this. But there was this family vloggers.
Okay.
That it was like a family of 8 called eight passengers, which was the mom, the dad, and 6 kids. Okay.
Okay.
So this lady from Utah, they're Mormons, they blow up. And, I personally think if you're making money off your kids, that the content shouldn't be allowed on YouTube. Because you're forcing the kids to work. And whenever there's a monetary incentive, we've seen that people literally like having kids just for the sake of more content. And it's kind of fucking gross. Okay. And laws are finally being put into place where they actually have to put money in for them. Because I think before... They were getting like child laws to protect people like actor kids. They would only get a tiny cut out of everything. The parents kept everything else. All right. So basically, your parents could destroy your entire financial like success, and then whenever you're old enough to actually spend the money, it's probably gone. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the problem was with YouTube, the laws haven't caught up because it was so fresh, so new, right. And now things are finally being done to try to protect the children.
Okay.
Fortunately, even if there would have been protections up, this is still like a whole another level of disgusting. Okay. So this lady, I think, had split up with her. They had split up. The parents had split up. So the dad claims he had no clue what was going on, but it got to the point where like she was exposing herself online, and people would report it, and nothing would ever come about it. She would literally go on her podcast or she would like film vlogs talking about how it's her daughter's job to make her lunch for school. Okay. And I think it was like a 6-year-old. And one day she didn't take lunch. So she was vlogging. She's all like, I hope nobody feeds my kid because she has to learn her lesson and blah, blah, blah. So it literally is like it's your fucking kid. There's no sympathy. There's no, if you didn't want the kid, why the fuck did you have it? Mm-hmm. And then there was another vlog that came out that it was like the kid did something bad. So she took his bedroom away his bed for like 7 months and stuff. It was always like extremely harsh, like super terrible parenting advice. And she was super popular online. It was ridiculous how popular she was. And all she really did was go on there and spread about how she abused her kids. Because that's all it was. And finally, it got to the point where the kids, I think the mom and her business partner were filming like a podcast. Okay. And while that was going on, one of the kids escaped. So he managed to make it to like one of the neighbors' house. And whenever they found him, he was like dehydrated. He hadn't ate in a while. You could clearly, they said you can tell that there was tape wrapped around his hands. So just to the lengths that this freaking monster would go to just to keep them in line, And you got to remember, at the end of the day, these were her assets for creating content. This is how she made her living. And that's how she treated the kids. Right. Yeah. So right now she's being charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. It's freaking insane. YouTube knew about everything going on because they had people reported her account, you know? Right. And they never demonetized her. They never took her down. They literally, if you do not punish that content going on, it's going to continue.
Yeah, it might encourage others to follow suit.
Yeah, and the thing was all like, how do you have a business partner who knows what's going on? Because the business partner is also being charged. Because they were in her house whenever they were
recording and stuff.
Yeah, and while they were like in the basement or whatever room they were in, tied up. Yeah, it's freaking sad, and it's a huge story. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it. Mm-mm. Yeah, so look.
Yeah, for Frank's 10-year-old daughter was found at Hildbrandt's home in a similar malnourished condition, according to the affidavit. Officials said the condition of the children was so severe that they were transported to a local area hospital. Frank's 4 minor children were taken into the care of Utah's Division of Child and Family Services. Is that the mom? Yeah. She was, I'm guessing that's her?
Yeah, Ruby Franke.
Okay. Oh, well, Hildbrandt, that's the business partner, was charged with 6 counts of felony child abuse. Each count carries a prison sentence of up to 15 years and a fine of up to $10,000. Yeah. The county attorney told, whatever. Oh,
yeah, and it's crazy because now the mom's like retaliating towards the kid who like basically told on her. So
retaliated?
Yeah. Okay. So it's just wait, it's fucking disgusting. So she is going around saying that that she was so harsh with them because he had like how do you say this? Like he had like assaulted like other kids.
Okay.
So now that one kid isn't allowed to stay with his family. They split them up.
Okay.
So imagine like you go through this traumatic event, you get like separated from your parents, and now you can't even be next to your brothers and sisters.
So one of the children got split up from the other 5, I guess.
Yeah. Well, 4 because the eldest had left, and like she's been keeping like records of everything online. Like she's been fighting against her mom for a long time.
How do you know how old the oldest one? The one that's doing that?
Just Google the Ruby Franke older daughter. Yeah, because she has like documents. She's documented everything like that's been happening, and I think there's like a PDF online.
If it just says the age. Oh,
yeah, so she's 20.
She's 20.
Yeah.
And then the next eldest is 18. Damn, so that means she's been damn.
Yeah, but the one who escaped was the boy, I think. Yeah. And so the mom literally made it so that the poor kid who got them out of there now can't be around his siblings. Yeah, no, it's a whole freaking terrible situation.
So is she in jail or no? She's still like.
Yeah, well, she should be. I don't know if she's wandering around, but yeah, but it's bad. It's a terrible story. That's why I told you it was sad. And yeah, look, they finally destroyed her YouTube. It took forever, but they finally got it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is rightfully so, because it's just.
How many followers did she have? Well, that seems like a mugshot.
She had to have like, I think they say it was like 1 million followers, or like, you know, like family vloggers get huge. It's such a gigantic genre that it's insane how it's like it's a known thing that like freaking predators and nasty people are watching them. They used to like timestamp whenever there was kids like doing like bending over like stuff, and they got to the point where YouTube had to act. Yeah. You know, it's just like YouTube. Unfortunately, is a sick place, and whenever you involve children, sickles are gonna come out.
Yeah, don't post your kids online.
Yeah, but there are people who genuinely enjoy, like, because a lot of it is wholesome content,
right?
Like the ones who do it.
Sure.
But the thing is, like, when you start monetizing your kids, that's when it's like, it's kind of like, you know, like you gotta know how to toe the line, you know. Yeah. So this one, like I was telling you, it was a terrible story, but it was huge. I'm surprised you hadn't heard about it.
No, man, hadn't heard anything. Not even on the feed or anything.
Yeah. So whenever you have kids, are you gonna start like a channel like that? You can make millions.
Nah, I'll teach them how to edit.
So they can edit the podcast.
Yeah, you want to edit the podcast?
Yeah. Like, be a part of this.
Be a part of this movement.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, if they were interested in media.
Yeah. I blew it. I was gonna explain, like, you know, like the Unqualified Gurus name comes from me making fun of like stupid internet gurus. Right. You know, it was honestly, she was a mommy guru, you know?
Yeah, in a way. That's true.
Yeah. She had her podcast. She would give advice, why would anybody listen to this fucking dumbass? You know, literally every time she opened her mouth, it was just disgusting thing of how to torture your kids, you know? And then I think the niece of the business partner lady, like, apparently she's also saying that the aunt was a fucking terrible human being. Yeah. So it's just like, imagine.
So what happened to the dad?
He didn't live with them.
Okay. But was he part of the channel too at some point?
I think he was.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't get, like, maybe he's gonna be able to escape it, but I'm like, how would he not know?
Yeah, you have to know. Yeah, unless he had like complete custody and he couldn't see them, which would mean that he had done something already in the past. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know anything about the family.
Yeah, me neither. And I think obviously more will come out of it afterwards. I'm just glad that the oldest daughter is finally being paid attention to. Right. Because she's been talking against her. She literally has like a big old file on them. Yeah. So, moral of the story, you guys, stop watching fucking family vlog channels. It's just like we incentivize people to continue using these kids as props.
Watch the Unqualified Gurus podcast.
Yeah, we don't have child servants.
We don't have child
unfortunately that can edit.
Unfortunately, that can do.
Maybe we shouldn't be joking like such a fucking.
Yeah, and then 10 years like here's evidence. Yeah. They were saying unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
here's the thing.
Danny Jr. like I'm tired of editing.
Look at I have carpal tunnel at age 10.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be like the grandpa from Hose, like that's too damn bad.
No, I was gonna say like obviously I think there's something cool about involving your kid in your business because like I grew up when my parents had a store, so obviously I helped them stock.
I hate to tell you this, Danny, but you were exploited child labor.
I did. That's true, but I had benefits, which was, I could just grab a bag of chips.
And you had an arcade at home.
We had an arcade. I did have to give up the arcade when someone would want to come and play. Then I had to beat them up outside of, but, that's another story. I was a kid, so I could do that.
Yeah.
And that's a joke. But I was going to say is that, I think there's something cool because you do learn things from that experience. But obviously it wasn't like my parents were like, it's your job to make sure this business, succeeds. And it's like, we're doing bad money-wise. What do we do? Put Daniel to stock more shit.
Yeah.
It was never like that. It was just more like, you got help or we're going to go to the city and bring stuff. And I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's when you say like toe the line.
Yeah, but I think that's like different though.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm like you were in Mexico and it's like.
No, but what I'm saying is like there is a difference between using your kids, and there's another thing between saying, okay, I do this business, and I can bring my kid with me, and I can teach him. I learned. I think part of why I did good at math was because I actually got to attend customers, so I had to be like, okay, they're buying this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I give you money, I give change. So those kinds of things.
And damn, you're a beast at math in college.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to La Tiendita.
La Tiendita, La Conasupo. Damn, they would call my mom, La Conasupo.
What does that name even mean?
It was the name of it was like the how you say it, what do you call the company that delivers all the different products that the little store sell? Kind of like that.
Oh, okay, so like the distributor.
Yeah. It was a distributor of all the groceries that we would sell. So
gotcha.
And so then later on they changed the name, but that's what it was.
All right, next unfortunate story of the day.
No, let me tell you a fun story.
Okay,
that way we
go
cut
ahead.
a little bit. So Oscar, you made a website, right? So now you are a developer now. You're a web developer. You made the website yourself.
Squarespace did most of the heavy lifting.
Okay, but even people who like if they have a website for some business, you need to know someone who knows enough technical information to be able to use Squarespace.
I think the cool thing is the
You're the webmaster. How about that?
Yeah, because you have to make the site look pretty.
There you go. You're the webmaster.
Didn't you tell me that there's people who get paid just to do stuff like that?
Yeah. There's the UX design. That's what it's called.
Damn, that's the type of job I need. I need something better. Yo, if anybody needs a UX designer, hit me up.
Where I work, we have like 2 UX designers.
Fire one of them.
I'll send this clip to my boss. Fire one
show on my website.
Show on my website. No, but I was gonna say is that when you created your website, what's one thing you had to make sure you did?
That I make sure
it was essential to get your website up and running. So, quick lesson for those people who want to have a website. What did you do? Like you're like, I had to do this.
You have to get your domain.
Get your domain. He gets an A for this. There you go. If you guessed it right, you get an A. You get a free subscription to the podcast.
Oh, hell
yeah.
Redeem it now.
Yeah, click it. Redeem it now. Yeah, good one.
That was a good one.
So, obviously, what's the most popular domain extension?
.com.
Right? So, there's other ones like .net, whatever. So, there's another one that's been getting very popular. You want to take a guess?
.but.
Close.
I don't know.
.ai. For obvious reasons.
Yeah,
for obvious reasons, right?
I know,
so you have all the major AI companies making a .ai.
We should have bought all the .ai domains.
Well, that's where I'm going, bro.
Oh, shit.
That's where I'm going. So you know how like different governments or different countries have a dot something? Like Mexico has .com, .mx.
Yeah.
So everything ends in .mx. Well, there's a place where their government ends in .ai. So they have all the .ai domains. Mm-hmm. They're theirs. So if you want a .ai domain, you have to buy it from that government.
Oh.
So they've been pulling in money, bro. I think they said they made like $30 million in the last year from people buying domains. Because everyone who has any involvement in AI, Google, if you go to Google.ai, they have it. Obviously, the one you like, X.ai, they have it. They have everyone that has any AI, they want to have the .ai. Okay,
makes sense.
You want to guess the name of that place? It's not a country; it's a territory, which is kind of cool. You're not gonna guess it.
Wait.
She's like, don't fucking doubt me.
What hemisphere is it in?
It is not too far from us. It is not too far from the hurricanes. From the last hurricane, Hurricane Lee.
And is it territory?
It's a territory, not U.S. territory though. So it's not Puerto Rico.
And it's AI?
Yeah, I'm like, it's not Puerto Rico. Like that would be AI. I make myself laugh. Everybody, just leave me alone.
I don't know what this is.
Anguilla. Yeah, Anguilla.
Oh, okay.
So they're making bank.
That's awesome for them.
Making bank, yeah. They're making bank. Anyways, just a little side story.
That's smart.
I'll find the source and put it right here if y'all want to go read more on it.
Yeah, my website is .photography.
.photography.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
The problem is some sites don't know how to hyperlink it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I tried doing the just putting it out and it just didn't work.
I think part of it might be that it's a little long for the extension, so they might think it's
just like they messed up, didn't put a space or something
like that.
Yeah, but
I think a lot of them might what they might do is the first 3 letters. If it's something that is 3 letters long or less, then they might consider it a link. If it's more, they might say unless it's known.
Yeah,
that's my guess. I don't know, but you just have to keep linking that everywhere. Yeah. And then I'm sure eventually there will be a crawler that says, this is a link, and then just register it.
Gotcha.
That's usually how it happens.
Yeah, well, you ready for another shit show?
Let's go, dude. I was too happy now. I'm tired of happiness.
Yeah. Here's another beer. Because we have to drink them all. Yeah.
Let me chug this one. I've been drinking it slow. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it doesn't spank. It doesn't spank. That's the thing.
I get that. I get
there's some times where you just want to chug it. This doesn't make me. But go ahead, make me sad.
Look, let's say later down the line, Danny, you find out I'm a serial killer.
Okay.
Would you write a letter to the judge being like, hey, he was a great podcast host.
Pothead?
Yeah. He was a great
That's not going to help you. Sorry.
He was a great podcast host.
Okay.
He's like, he was always nice to the waiters, the waitress. Always held the door open for his victims.
He didn't get mad when I locked him out.
Yeah.
Locked him out.
Yeah, well, I hope you show that kind of mercy to me. But one thing that people will never forgive is of a person. I think that's a whole another, which sounds stupid because you didn't take someone's life, but it's just so fucking vile that just the idea of having to support someone who did something like that sounds worse than supporting a freaking serial killer. Serial killers get married in jail, right?
Why do you think that is? I don't know if I should ask that question.
I think it's just because the act is so vile. It's just
like you think like killing my...
There's a lot of trauma that comes afterwards, and it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, cause, I don't know. It is a weird circumstance, but I don't want to debate that topic that much.
No, I don't. No, we're not debating. It's not like we're saying no. This one should be more.
Yeah. I was like, you forgive the killers, but not the. Don't get a good.
Look at him. He's laughing. Everybody, he's laughing.
All right, look. It's just a point I was bringing.
No, but you. It's a good point.
Because if you click the last one, so.
Wait, but you were asking me, would I send something to a judge?
Oh no,
you didn't finish the question.
You would. You would if I was a serial killer, but not if I was a.
See, no.
Yeah. So this week, Danny Masterson, which is Hyde from That 70s Show, got sentenced to 30 years to life in jail.
When they say to life, it just means they don't know yet which one they're picking, or they're saying minimum 30 if you behave well, or what?
No, I think it's just because I think whenever they're that long, it's like either of you die.
Oh.
But also, I think he's not up for parole for I think like 20-something years, so you can't even fight it. I think it's a super long sentence.
Yeah.
And it's extremely long because that never happens. Powerful people literally get like a year of probation for doing shit like this. There's a guy, his last name was Brock.
Is that the guy from the university?
Yeah, the guy from the university was caught like molesting a woman behind an alley. Got caught. Rich kid, came from a rich family, got off.
Wasn't that the one where the judge was like, he reminds me of my grandson?
A lot of them, a lot of them get leniency because of stuff like that. They're all like, well, he has his whole life ahead of himself. Well, what about the women that he destroyed their lives? Now they can never trust anybody ever again. You know, the situation is so bad that nobody was willing to let that one go. So now he's in like law room, like in court books, saying of how unfair the system is. So he will forever be known as a fucking rapist, even if he got away with it.
I wonder how his life is. I'm pretty sure everybody knows him.
Yeah, because you can never do like a background check.
Yeah.
You'll never pass.
Yeah.
Which is good because that's another way to go.
Yeah, of course it's good. I'm just curious, what could he possibly, what is he possibly doing right now?
Yeah, well, hopefully he's like living under a bridge because a lot of people can't get jobs whenever they're on that.
Yeah.
They can't live near anybody, so they're pushed to homelessness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck that guy, piece of shit. All right? So, Danny Masterson gets accused by three
Every time you say Danny something, I'm like, no, I didn't.
That's why I have to emphasize Masterson. Hide from that 70 show, right?
Yeah.
He got
I'm a good guy.
He got accused.
Ask Stacy.
He got accused by 3 women, all right?
Okay.
They got him for 2.
Okay.
The other one, I'm guessing there wasn't enough evidence, but she like literally, like, you know, it was all taken into consideration because he was very powerful in the Church of Scientology. So they were using their influence to try to silence them. So that added on top of everything. Because
you're trying to hide a crime.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, you literally assaulted these women and then you're taking their voice away.
Right.
You know? So it was doubly bad. So everybody online was like, yo, this guy's a piece of shit. He was sentenced. He was found guilty. Whenever you get found guilty, then you have to come back for sentencing. Okay? So in the process of that, hundreds of people were asked to send in letters talking about his character because they don't want you to get the maximum amount of sentence. So this is basically to sway the judge and be like, oh, but he was nice to the workers. He was blah, blah, blah. You know, he was my buddy, you know? So here come these 2 freaking
Isn't that something similar
idiots.
with like Bill Cosby? Where people were like, well, you know, he was like, he did what he did. But like people were like saying, but outside of that, he was really good person or something like that.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's a special case because he was the biggest, like, you know, like black star at the time. Right. And that didn't happen at his, you know, he was like an anomaly and he was literally called like the I think the grandpa or the of TV and shit. Right. So he was beloved by people who they lived through. He was so old that his entire life.
Right.
So if he was your role model, then it comes out that he's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. How, you know, a lot of people don't want to believe that.
No, what I'm saying is, wasn't there something also like similar where he was like, oh, yeah, he did the things he did, but
there's people
in
to this day that still fucking defend him.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
like similar to what he's doing.
So this is different. This is because this is like one of your best friends, okay? All so right. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were both in that 70 show. That's so 70 show.
Okay.
All right. So when they were asked to defend Danny Masterson, of course they said yes because they're all like, at the end of the day, he's still his friend. They've been best friends forever. Right. You know, recently they were doing a show together called The Ranch. Okay. They ended up killing Hyde's I don't want to call him Danny anymore. Hyde's character because of the allegations. All right. So this has been going on for a long time. This trial's been going on for a long time. Okay. Right. So Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher send character letters. Okay. They probably didn't think they were ever gonna be like exposed. Public? Yeah. But after this, they come to find out that Ashton Kutcher was like he's like a role model. He was a great employee. He treated he treated everybody he worked with really great, which is it's gross because you're just you're parading like his good deeds on top of the disgusting shit he did. So when he wasn't raping women, he was the best guy ever. You know? Yeah. And the thing is just like they came out with this fucking apology, which is a terrible freaking angle for Ashton. He looks so fucking chinless that he looks so fucking stupid. I was like, which, you know, they look stupid because they did something stupid. This apology was so fucking dumb. They just came out and they're all like, we've always defended rape victims. They're like, we didn't mean to dismiss anybody's. He's like, but we've always been on the right side, so that's it. We're sorry, or whatever.
But it doesn't sound like an apology. It was more like a.
It was more like
a justification.
It's like a deflection, and they're like, "Well, we said something." Right. You know, they didn't really. It didn't seem like heartfelt. It didn't seem.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound like an apology.
Yeah. You want to look it up so you can see it. It's really short.
Hey, like me.
Oh.
How do you spell it? Ketchup or what?
Ashton. I don't know. Just try and you figure it out. Kutcher. There you go.
Oh, there you go. So are we cutting this off or they can see it?
I think they can see it.
Or do we just put the audio for them?
Just put the audio for them.
Yeah, they can go watch it themselves.
Yeah.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
That's Mila Kunis there.
That was it. Are you fucking kidding me?
But he didn't say it? Oh.
No, the it's
stupid news channel.
Yeah, find a different. Oh, the one on the right.
This.
It's like 2 minutes. No, go back.
We are aware of the pain.
Fierce backlash today.
God, come on, news anchors. You're losing to podcasters, and now you do this? You think you're going to win? But give us a video.
Fast forward a little bit. Let's see. Sorry. We just cut you guys off. The anchor. Thank you for showing us highlight what he said. He says he's an outstanding role model, exceptional older brother figure, caring nature. Okay, so let's go.
Okay.
Older brother figure with a caring nature.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read, and we're sorry.
One of the women, Masterson.
So you can take it off.
Yeah.
So for the most part, people hate this. They think it's slimy. They think you shouldn't even defend someone after you find out that they've been charged. You know, because this was in between.
So what's? Well, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's already ruled. You know.
No, I was gonna ask. Like, certain crimes have a certain like. I guess it's harsh because there's all like different things. But like what I was thinking was, each crime would have like a set years of. Like if you do this, then you are 3 years or 5 years or whatever, and then the intensity of it,
some states have pushed for laws that require the max sentences regardless.
Right. Well, I wasn't just talking about the R word. I'm just talking just in general. So then they write a character letter. What's the point of the character letter? Like if you already did a crime that is equal to 7 years of prison. Why should I take into account your character letter?
So you aren't required to give the maximum. Like the judge is given leniency to be like if he looks remorseful, if he looks like it was an accident. Right. Because like with what happened in Oklahoma with the truck driver, do you remember?
Yeah.
The truck driver like he was going downhill, the brakes went out, then the front motor brakes went out, and whenever he was trying to basically kill himself, he tried to throw himself off. He ended up killing people in the way. Right. It was clearly an accident. He did it whatever he could to avoid like it happening, but because Oklahoma has maximum sentencing required, he was given life. Right. Mm-hmm. So then like all the truck drivers were like, "Fuck Oklahoma, we're not going in there," and then they ended up changing the law for that and like resentenced them. Okay. But the thing was, the judge was like, "I can't do anything about it. I'm required by law to give the maximum amount." Right. So here they're hoping that if you make him sound like a fucking angel, that he would have never done it. That the judge will be out like, "Oh, he's white, has money, is in Scientology. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely give him lower." You know. Okay. So luckily that wasn't the case, and the freaking judge was like, "Yo, fuck you," and gave him the maximum. Yeah. So that's why people were like, "Why would you come to his defense after you know that he was found guilty?" Yeah. You know. So if you go back to the folder, we actually have the response of one of the accusers, the third one. Yeah. So she is replying to like the letters of support, and like hers comes out, and like she comes out very, very accusatory. That she's all like, "We know that Danny has stuff on you, so it's like, don't forget I know too." Mm-hmm. It's just like I right there it goes, in my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor. So clearly she's been around them. She knows more. She doesn't want to get into it, but yeah, that should be scary for him. But the thing is, right now everybody's just dragging Ashton through the fucking dirt. Because he's been caught online being fucking gross too. And we were having this conversation earlier about how whenever you look back, literally like almost everybody on TV, like from the early freaking 80s and like before, all fucking pedophiles. You know, the thing right now that the clips going viral from Ashton Kutcher he's being interviewed. Him and Mila Kunis are being interviewed, and she's talking about how he was her first kiss.
Okay.
At the age of 14, and it was because Danny was like, "Oh, I bet you $10 that you won't French kiss her," and he was 19. You know, and then there's another clip of him being all like, "Oh, we're waiting for the Olsen twins to turn 18," and I think Hillary Duff, and it's just like it's just like fucking gross. People.
It's crazy because people love the 70s show.
I love that 70s show.
I know you were like, "Why go watch it?"
Yeah.
No, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Watch Friends.
No.
That enojes.
No.
You're gonna send a letter to the judge and be like, "Look, it's better than Friends."
It definitely
reduce the sentence.
It definitely is. I don't care. He's a piece of trash.
I'm not gonna say.
I will never ever let you say that Friends is funnier.
Look, I'm not gonna. I cannot say one or the other because I haven't watched the 70s show.
Yeah,
and I'm a fair individual.
There's no line from Friends that's funnier than whenever Ashton Kutcher and Jackie are like they're up in the mountain and it's cold, and Eric gives his jacket to his girlfriend, and then she's all like, "Oh, I'm so cold." And then Ashton Kutcher's character turns around and goes, "Well, I can't control the weather, Jackie." And that line alone, if you've seen it, there is nothing in Friends funnier than that.
Pivot.
What?
Pivot. They know. Whoever watched Friends, they know. They're laughing right now.
What's Pivot?
That's the when they're trying to get the couch up the stairs. And then he's like,
sorry,
Pivot.
but no. Could YouTube? We
we don't have to watch it.
I need to show you this clip. I need to show you.
Oscar, you acted like I saw you say that, and I thought you were Danny.
Wow! First of all, it was Ashton Kutcher. It was Ashton Kutcher, not Danny Masterson.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, don't you dare!
God damn it! I need to know these names to make this joke better.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but you got the point.
Thank God you messed up. All right. Yeah. Moving on. This is sad. Let's move on to our.
Wait, if you did that, I wouldn't write a letter.
Thank you.
But I would go visit you at the.
Wearing like a mask and something. So
I would just visit you. I'd just be like, "Hey, dude, why you do that?"
Oh, so you would come to confront me?
No, I mean, I would just be like, you're gonna be there for life, but we were friends. I'll be here for you.
Okay. Do we record the podcast?
We have 250 subs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Nobody would care.
Yeah. Let's get to our next story. Look, so the main reason I wanted to talk about this one in particular was because it resonates a lot with. Do you remember the iDubbbz situation with Anissa and Froggy Fresh?
Yes, with the fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't remember, there was this creator clash. It was literally like a bunch of YouTube influencers boxing. Right. There's been a bunch of them. But this one's the only one that's done for charity. Like all the money gets donated.
Right.
Okay. So
we're still waiting for our invitation. But
we're definitely gonna fight people. Yeah. So what happened was the creators of the event are iDubbbz and Anissa. All right. iDubbbz was fighting in the event. So basically Anissa took care of handling everything. She would contact all the boxers, make sure everybody was getting paid for their fight cams. Everybody apparently who was in the event talked great things about her. Okay. So, Anissa has an OnlyFans. Okay. But apparently, from what everybody, whenever they came to her defense, were all like, she's basically like an Instagram model. She doesn't do anything like extra. Okay. So. Which doesn't matter. We shouldn't need to defend what she's doing, all right? Because that's not important. But the point was, one of the fighters, when he shit-talking another fighter that has nothing to do with them, he was all like, if I lose, I'm going to buy Anissa's OnlyFans online. Which
was Froggy.
Yeah, which was Froggy Fresh.
Oh, I remember the name.
Yeah. Which was meant to, how is that meant to ridicule him? Okay. No, that's a shot towards Anissa, the organizer, the boss. Okay? You say that about anybody's boss, you're going to get fired. So they ended up kicking him out. Okay? Because she's the fucking organizer. Right. Why would you disrespect somebody who literally restored his career? He was a fucking nobody at that point. At one point, he was huge. But then he got sued by Krispy Kreme Donuts, or was asked to change his name.
Oh, yeah.
So he used to be called Krispy Kreme.
Right.
And he was super popular. And then he ended up going to Froggy Fresh. And nobody knew who the fuck he was anymore. No one cared. You know? So they brought him back from obscurity. He came over here and just started like shitting on the people who literally handed you back your career. Okay? So he gets kicked out, and then literally all the fucking incel losers lost their mind, started attacking Anissa and iDubbbz, and it was just like, it was a very, very terrible thing to see. And it's just so fucking gross to see that. It's just something that I've never understood. I don't know if it's because I have more empathy than these fucking loser weirdos online, but they always find it so easy to just shit on women for no goddamn reason. Okay? Everybody was, iDubbbz used to be a very edgy creator.
I remember you talked about it.
He used to be like, that he would say like, you know, like the N-word or like the F word. Mm-hmm. And it was all meant for like shock value, to be like, well, there's like this person's saying it and they say it to re-emphasize it. It was never like he would go out of his way to go fight with someone. You know, it was always meant for something stupid or something edgy, you know?
Right.
Not to defend him. He was a piece of shit for it, and he's acknowledged it. So now he sees that, and he's grown up, and he's like, I don't want to be that anymore. So all the freaking incel losers who followed him took it super personal. Because they're all like, if you're turning back on what I like, you're saying what I like is bad. Mm-hmm. You know?
Okay.
So everybody hated him, blah, blah, blah. It's happened, all right? So that story, you know, it's said and done. Like, the event happened, shit happened, everybody's moved on, okay? But now this next one we're seeing online is freaking disgusting too.
Okay.
So Logan Paul, which is, you know, one of the biggest YouTubers, he's in wrestling now, gigantic, right? He has so much baggage to make fun of that Dillon Danis is going way too far. Okay,
who's Dillon Danis?
Dillon Danis is some loser boxer who always backs out of his fights.
Okay.
That like he's literally like just like a really massive shit talker.
Okay.
Okay. But all in the name of selling the fight. All I'm doing is selling the fight, which is what Froggy Fresh was saying as an excuse for going at Anissa. Dillon Danis has been sharing pictures of Logan Paul's fiancée like nonstop. I think somebody counted, it was like one time he posted her with like a different guy like 50 times a day. He's constantly harassing her, and it got to the point that now she's suing him because somebody hacked her Snapchat and he posted a video from her. So for those of us who've never done anything nasty or stuff like that, revenge porn is a really big thing online. All right, you're not allowed to post somebody's like stuff like that without having repercussions.
Right.
So now Dillon Danis is crying that she's like, oh, Logan Paul's trying to silence me. They're trying to sue me so I can't fight them anymore and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, that's all a fucking lie. Like, the lawsuit has nothing to do with that. It's not going to stop him from a fight. She just wants him to stop talking about him.
Right.
All right. But the thing is, she's been famous for a long time. She's a really famous model. All right. She gets photographed with a bunch of people all the time. So, and not only that, Logan Paul's been around too. So at this point, it's just like, we're going to make her look like the biggest whore on the fucking planet, and everyone's going to laugh at her. Mm-hmm. And that's what's been happening. Every post he gets, like, over, like, 50 to 100,000 likes and stuff. And it's just like, who the fuck is liking this?
You think it's just people that hate Logan Paul?
Look, that's what I was saying. Is just, he literally just came off from scamming, like, people through, like, crypto and stuff.
Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He had like this program, this thing called Crypto Zoo. He was exposed by CoffeeZilla. It was like a really big thing online. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I'm telling you, like there was a point wherever he was like, "Why doesn't McGregor take my $1 million bet?" And he's like, "Well, why don't you pay back the people from Crypto Zoo?" And that was like, that was good. That was great. Yeah. Like you know when they were like, everybody loved that. Yeah. Everybody loved that. For the first time, Dillon Danis was the good guy, right? But CoffeeZilla had also exposed Dillon Danis for the exact same thing. Oh. So it's like, there's no hero here. They're both pieces of shit. Okay? But the difference is, one is attacking a woman that has nothing to do with it.
The other one's attacking the guy's girl.
Yeah.
Who's not having anything to do with that.
Yeah, but every time we talk about stuff like this, people like to think they're like, oh, it's all fair game. It's to sell the fight. It's to sell the fight. I'm like, at what point is it just, no, you're just a piece of shit who enjoys seeing somebody harass someone.
Yeah, I feel like if you're selling a fight, you probably are in agreement with the other person. Like, hey, I'm gonna talk shit about you. You're cool. All right, let's play along.
Yeah, well,
That's what I would feel like if it was a.
but no, because the thing is that because Logan hasn't done anything about it.
No, I'm saying that if it was to the point to sell the fight,
No,
you could
because
create.
it actually goes towards your point. But the thing is, her going out of her way to file a lawsuit proves
that it's not.
Yeah, proves that it's not. Yeah. The thing is, like, he doesn't want to speak up against it because he's just gonna beat the shit out of him.
Right.
Which, everybody I think the consensus is that Logan is the favorite to win. So they say, like, even if I lose, I'm gonna destroy your fucking house. So that's what I'm saying. More so this thing is more towards like the people who like this shit.
Right.
Because I've had these discussions because like we're like like not to throw like Rick under the bus, but Rick likes fucking people being assholes to each other. Like he's a big fan of it. So whenever we talked about like the Froggy Fresh stuff and stuff like that, he's like, "Oh, it's just trash talk, I'm like, this girl is clearly going through it. Like there was a video of her like breaking down crying. At what point are you a piece of shit too for liking that? That is my bigger thing is just like, why have we allowed people to just get away with being like, look, I'm laughing at this fucking whore online, and for everyone to just be all like, yeah, that's cool that you like that.
I guess part of it, like, I think it kind of like removes you since it's all online.
Yeah.
So you're not like, it's not like you're in the room talking to the person. So part of it, I guess some people might be like, it's all a show, it's online, whatever. Yeah. So they remove themselves from the seriousness of the situation, because there could be a level of skepticism where it's like, they're still pulling in money. Who cares? Or sometimes people just like they enjoy the drama. I was thinking like sometimes people just hit like for many reasons. Maybe they don't like what they're doing, but
I've seen like these kind of communities, they enjoy it, they revel in it, And the worst part is like it's literally like somebody who didn't opt to be in it.
Right.
Just because you happen to be dating the dude doesn't, or like engaged to him, because they're gonna.
Oh yeah, it said engaged.
But it said, it's
fiancé.
Yeah. Like just because you're his fiance doesn't mean that you're a fucking target.
Yeah.
And the thing is just like my beef goes more towards like the fans, because I don't know if it's just because like the way I was brought up, the way we were brought up, it's just like I don't find any humor in that.
No, I mean neither. I just think that because I think Logan Paul he's obviously very popular. Any popular person is gonna have a hate base. Like they're gonna have a fan base, they're gonna have a hate base, and I think just people might just hit like just to hate on him. Obviously, what he's doing is a thing against her, but at the same time, it's like, oh well, it's to get to him, so they might end up liking that just to like be. Yeah. How can I say it? In order to get to him, they're like, oh, they're doing this guy's doing that to her, so then they jump into that.
You're right. I just think like you're right.
It's a shitty move. It's a shitty move. Yeah. I think that just a lot of people who like, oh, if I don't like the guy and that girl and his girl is getting attacked, well, I'm just that's what you get, because obviously you're gonna feel it too, because you're the person you love is getting hurt. So I think that might be a good portion of the likes might be from that. Obviously, there's gonna be a portion of the likes who are just gonna be like, keep eating, And who knows? I don't know who Nina Agdal is. Mm-hmm. She's famous too, I guess. So I'm pretty sure she also has a hate fan. Those are gonna get.
No, I don't think like no, she's not a polarizing character.
No, I don't think. I'm not saying it as a polarizing character. I just think that anyone who is famous enough has at least a little portion of people that don't like you, like us, like that one guy who hit thumbs down our video. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Look, first of all, look.
Let me have a hate fan.
She's just a model. That's literally all she does.
I know. Oscar, it doesn't have to be a guy who's hating on her. It could be a girl who's hating on her. It could just be anybody who's hating on her. It could be the neighbor who's like, fuck that bitch or something. I'm saying like everyone, once you get a portion of fame, you're going to have, it might be a little tiny, but you're going to have a little bit. Like you're going to have a mailman who don't want to pick your mail. Fucking bitch. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not saying I don't know her, and Logan Paul, I know who he is, but I really don't know much about like his life.
I'm just saying, there's so much to fucking pull at him. Like he's done so much. Like one thing that Dillon Danis did that everybody liked, he wore during like the peak of Logan Paul's career, he went to Japan and he went to the Suicide Forest.
I remember that.
He was wearing the fucking the little green aliens from Toy Story hat. Yeah. Dillon Danis got the exact same hat and wore it during one of the press conferences. That is fucking awesome. That is great. That's hating them. That's how you fucking talk shit, right? That one probably hurt a lot more, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, just attacking, like, her, and, like, releasing fucking stuff that it's literally revenge porn. Like, this dude it's a fucking, like, he's gonna have to pay. He's gonna have to pay. There's no denying it, all right? And all because of what, like, oh, I wanted to piss him off? You're hurting someone. At the end of the day, you're hurting someone. Yeah, so, honestly, he's doing a great job selling the fight because I'm watching. I want to see him get his ass beat. Yeah, and like
well done.
Like normally, I
when is the fight? You know?
I think it's in
roughly. Doesn't have to be the exact date. But.
Just look it up. The Logan versus Dillon Danis date. I think it's a KSI fight. October 14th.
14. That's right after Mucho Serrucho. So you have time to come enjoy the show and then watch the fight.
Almost in the month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're in September 11 here.
Yeah, so just saying.
Ay, Oscar. ¿Qué podemos hacer, bro? Like, you know, people are just crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, like I said, I was like, at the end of the day, the dudes, like, both of them fucking suck. They're terrible human beings.
Fortunately.
I just hate people online. They're just so fucking trash.
Yeah, it is a thing about online interaction, unfortunately. But fortunately, dude, the public has us to evaluate these and online gurus.
Lead them down the path of righteous. We see the bad gurus, and that's why we created this show. That's what because we are the.
It's
good
not
ones.
A show. It's a ray of truth.
Oh shit! Damn! Like what is the fucking Batman's line or whatever?
I am the darkness.
Yeah,
no?
But it's just like
not that one.
No, but whatever. The point is, we are the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh,
we are not death, not death. The hope that you're almost out. Okay, there's two ways of looking at it.
Good save. Good save. You might have to write a letter to the judge for this guy now.
Let's check the folder. Let's see if we have anything else, or if not, we can just fucking leave. Oh,
what is these?
Yo, so here we go. You know, like you clearly, you're no longer in the dating world. Yeah. You don't have to suffer through stuff like this, but you didn't have the edge that we're about to have.
This is true.
All right, Roblox is planning to add a dating feature for people.
I was wondering that. I was like, is that for any user?
No.
I was like, then a bunch of kids playing it. What the heck?
That's what I said. I was like, why would Roblox be the one to put this out?
I know, but then I'm like,
Roblox makes billions, Danny. They're one of the biggest. It's insane how such a dumb little game has such a stranglehold over people. It's $1 billion. It's like it's insane how much money they reckon. So I sent this to one of my buddies, and he's all like, just don't tell the girls that you like anime. Yeah. And I was like, the Roblox girl is gonna think I'm a loser. Are you fucking kidding me? For those of you who don't remember, I was talking to this girl, and it bugged her that I liked anime.
Yeah, it did.
You know, so safe to say it didn't work out because we're weebs here. Look at Danny; he's wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt.
Jersey. You gave me this.
I did give you that jersey for your birthday.
My birthday's coming. I'm wearing this as a reminder for you to buy me another one. But I was gonna say is like you look at I don't think Facebook has a requirement anymore for you to be 18 and over. I think maybe they just vet what you can see. But you're gonna have a bunch of kids just pretend to be 18 just to mess around. I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah, but I think I
don't know what the feature's like.
Well, I
don't know. I've never played Roblox.
A lot of they'll probably have an authentication feature. To be honest, they're gonna have to because they probably know how heavily it's used by kids. It's dangerous for them not to have it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's you're kind of putting yourself in a pickle.
Shut up, bitch!
Wait, why was that a joke?
Well, it was because it is a saying, but it's just such a dad saying. I was like, ugh. That's kind of whack. And then the big pause afterwards.
Because you looked at me and I looked at you and I was like, I just have to pause.
Who talks like that?
Who talks like
old
that?
people, Danny.
You gonna play Roblox now?
No.
Is that why you haven't been playing Fortnite with me? You've been playing Roblox. You're leveling up, getting ready for this release.
I don't want them to think I'm a loser.
Level 3. Hell no, I want that. Level 99 over there.
That probably is going to play a role into it because if you're not dedicated to your Roblox characters.
She's going to think you're a loser, dude.
Yeah.
You'll be like, you cannot even build a house here? No, you're going to build me a real house.
Oh, shit. Like I so much things to worry about.
Yeah, that's crazy. You had another?
The
picture
next one,
here.
it was just like Rotten Tomatoes got caught fucking lying.
Really, they lie?
So,
What?
Yeah, like
Who? Rotten Tomatoes, the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, some PR firm was paying like for more favorable reviews. So after like the originals, like 2, 3, or 4 would come out and it would be bad, then all of a sudden like 10 good ones would flood in, and it was always like this love story. Like it's not that big of a deal. We already know that they're fucking rigged. But the worst part is IGN's putting that out. After the terrible score they gave One Piece. Fuck you guys.
I'm almost done with the first season. I didn't finish it.
Oh, did we ever talk that you finished Cyberpunk?
No, we did not talk about how I almost cried in Cyberpunk. I was on that episode, and you know he's just talking about it, and I'm just like, "What is this? What is this?"
Yeah. Was it when she went to the moon?
Yeah. When she's driving away with the I forgot his name, the driver.
Yeah.
And he says the thing, and I'm just like, "Oh, what is this? What is this feeling?"
I told you that anime let me feeling so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's just like that there's nothing else after it. Like the creators are like it's perfect.
It is. I mean
and it is.
It is perfect as a story. It is perfect. Obviously, they have a whole world. They could do spin-offs and all this other shit. But the characters themselves, they can be let alone.
Yeah,
and that's it. No, it's a really good story. I like it.
And now you see why it was anime of the year last year.
Yeah, it was good.
It was so fucking good. For those of you who haven't seen Cyberpunk, God, do something better with your life.
It's a good story, fellas. And if you want to cry,
and
you can, after you're done watching this podcast, you can go watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with Full Metal. Remember I told you I started it last week? I'm like on the last maybe 5 episodes.
5 episodes.
It's so good. I want the Full Metal Alchemist tattoos now.
Really? What would you get?
On the end credits, there's like these little cartoony versions of them. Just put Full Metal Alchemist end credit cartoons.
Look at that tall man right there.
that tall man. Yeah. Yeah, it's just something about like a little sketch.
What do I put?
Brotherhood, and end credit, like cartoons, I guess.
You just call an anime a cartoon. Everybody.
Now you'll see what I'm talking about. Do you see the on the bottom?
This?
To the right? No. Do you see that one right there? Yeah. The end credit, they all look like they're all goofy.
Oh, like a platformer kind of thing?
No, it's just like I just like the tuning sketch. Like you see the one where they're on the tree. Like just like how it's just like a simple sketch. Like how it doesn't have to be like immensely detailed. Mm. Yeah, like throughout there's a bunch of different scenes.
Okay.
Just drawn like that. Or obviously there's like the one of the seals, the signs look really cool. Mm. Yeah, but I just like something simple like that. I don't want anything massive.
Right. The whole back, like that. The whole back.
No, I'd rather not.
I want to say before we close up because I haven't finished One Piece. Obviously, One Piece is good. Mm-hmm. Just wanted to say that since you haven't watched the anime itself, they did downplay a lot the fights.
They did.
They do a lot. On the TV show.
Well, I think that they covered 50 episodes.
Yeah, so. but I'm just saying the fights alone is like this fight was way more amazing on the anime, which is understandable because
I've seen a lot of people literally be like after the show I tried it and I can't.
No, you can't because the anime shows its age. The drawings and everything looks very outdated.
Not only that,
but I'm talking about just the story itself.
Not only I'm telling you, it plays down a lot of the tuniness too. It's just like
some of it, yeah.
Because it's like you after watching Usopp, you go and you see how annoying he is.
Usopp is very annoying. Like that's one of the highlights of the show because I found Usopp to be very on the anime. I was like, come on, this guy is very annoying. But the fights. It do suffer some, so you get something good. You do get some of the annoyingness out, but you also lose some of the cool action. So
no, I definitely get that.
Just wanted to say that, like the guy with the scissor hands, he's a beast in the show, in the anime, but in the show, Luffy beats him like it's nothing. Yeah,
he's supposed to be a cat thing, right? That's why he had furry hands, because they were called like the felines. Or
he didn't. All his I think a lot of his pirates had like a feline kind of personality and movement.
His gloves were furry.
but he himself, like his face and everything, wasn't. I wouldn't have guessed that he was from the anime itself. Obviously, he did have the furry gloves like that, but he was really cool. I wouldn't say he's really cool, but he was a very threatening character in the anime.
Okay.
Here he felt very
downplayed
and easy to beat. And I felt like the clown was the same. I felt like Luffy beat the clown very easy.
They is Pongo, I think his name. Bongo.
What's Pongo?
What the hell is his name?
Which one?
The clown.
Oh, a Boogie.
Boogie. They casted him really good.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, he looks really cool.
No, he did good. He did good.
But that's it, Danny. We made it through another fucking episode.
Oh my goodness! Oh Jesus!
We didn't even say what we're called.
We're the Unqualified Gurus podcast, the only one on the planet. Not only that, next week is our 2nd year anniversary. Oh shit! 2 years of all this success.
And are we celebrating your birthday?
My birthday is next week too. No, not next week. Still, it's the week after.
Right?
Well, it's because we record and it takes 4 days to post the episode because we make sure that it's properly baked for you to enjoy.
Baked.
So it takes some time to put out after we record it. But on the day that you'll be watching the next episode, that day is my birthday.
Yeah,
and it's also the 2nd year anniversary of this podcast. So, wait, to me or the podcast?
Both. Honestly,
even better. And then Muchos Serruchos the next week. Jesus Christ, it's nothing but fun stuff.
Yeah,
fun stuff, dude.
No, I'm excited. Good things to come. Hopefully, I have better luck by then.
Dude, you have your rock now. You have your crystal by your side.
Thank you.
Not a beer, a crystal. He's grabbing. He's like, I'm gonna pretend to grab the crystal, but he's grabbing a beer. Look at this guy. No shame.
Well,
no shame
ladies
whatsoever.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again. We have been the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar.
This is Danny.
Peace
out.
All right, ready? Okay.
Dude, I was born ready, dude. That's the thing about me, dude. You look up ready, my face right there.
Okay.
With a hat. I love this crowd, dude. They're so supportive.
Yeah, they always make me feel so
well.
well.
Always thank you, everybody. Y'all can go home now. See y'all next week.